please understand that meditation is as important as activity. Activity when you are extroverted, meditation when you are introspective, going inward. So both these spaces are very important for us. The outer space as well as the inner space. So let's not think we are wasting our time. Simply sitting, closing our eyes for an hour and a half or 1 hour. You are not wasting your time. You are investing your time. And which will bring you great dividends later. And it should give you a dividend immediately, instantaneously. Doesn't give that dividend, at least you will get it later. So let us give a lot of importance to this meditation. Our ability to sit quiet physically, our ability to focus, our ability to detach. These are all very important in life to create a well-being. Well-being cannot come from consumption. The more you consume, the more you will be consumed. Isn't it? So well-being doesn't come from consumption. Or well-being comes from meditation. So the reward of meditation is that sense of tremendous well-being, tremendous comfortableness with yourself. So that should be very understood. Otherwise, we may not be motivated to meditate. What am I doing? Closing my eyes. Lot will happen when you close your eyes, sit quiet, which itself is a great discipline. And if you can watch your mind, watch your breath, and go deep. So as I told you, there are two types of meditation, please. One is called upasana, the other is called vipassana. Why I repeat it? Because we tend to forget. So upasana means concentration. You're concentrating upon a chosen theme. It could be your idea of God or a sacred symbol you can meditate, like a lotus or a cross, or maybe the starry, the blue sky. These are all symbols of divine, the divine. So upasana means concentrating or focusing on God or your idea of God. Maybe Krishna, Rama, Jesus, your idea of God. And or a sacred symbol, as I told you. So that creates positive feelings in your mind. So create positive thoughts. A feeling of goodness about you and about your environment. So this is called upasana. You can also focus on the tip of your nose, if it is long enough. Or you can focus on your breath. You can focus on your breath. Because breath is the incarnation of God in your life. From your breath you can extrapolate what God looks like. Why? If you don't breathe, then you are finished. Then you are a dead piece of meat. So the breath is very important. That is what makes you alive and kicking and enjoy the whole universe. As long as there is breath. As long as there is breath, you can land on the moon and come back. After coming back, he breathed his last or her last. Then finish. So breath is considered the incarnation, the presence of God in your life. Or extrapolate God from your breath. Breath also is considered the holding energy in the world. Everything is held together by the power of breath. You can meditate on that. So this is called upasana, concentration practices. Then there is vipassana. Vipassana means simply watching. You are not focusing on anything. When you watch, you can see the parade of thoughts, the parade of sensations, like a highway traffic or like a torrential river. You can see that. And then also you feel a certain detachment, which is called contemplation. To tem means to detach, to cut off. So contemplation means when you watch, you have a feeling of detachment, that I am beyond this. You don't jump into the flow of thoughts. When you are free from the flow of thoughts, then you touch your true being. If you are attached and fallen into the flow of thoughts, then you are lost yourself. Then you feel unwell. So that is a program of vipassana. Vipassana means just watch. You are not doing anything. There is no stress. In concentration, there is a feeling of stress. If you are concentrating on the image of God, why are you doing that? So that you can feel the presence of God all the time in your life. A certain presence. When I say God, I have given you a lot of definitions of God, a lot of dimensions of God in the previous lecture, yesterday. So you can feel some presence. Like a child feels the presence of the mother feels the presence of a child. Or you can feel the presence of the sunlight as it falls on your face. You feel the presence, some great presence. You may not be able to describe it, but it is there. And you feel confident, courageous, healthy, cheerful, positive. So these values you can invoke. These experiences you can invoke. So there are two types of meditation. One is concentration, the other is simple watching, non-judgmental watching. Even a materialist, he also practices meditation these days. Meditation has become a materialist preoccupation now. Why? He wants to cool down, or she wants to cool down the nervous system. Because we are living on stressful times. Our memory is impacting on our nervous system, or the sensations are impacting on our nervous system. Bad news is impacting on our nervous system. As a result, we feel tremendous pressure, which could create psychic and physical problems. So even a materialist, a scientist or a materialist, he also or she also meditates, because to release the stress from the nervous system, to remove the stress, and to release enzymes like dopamine or neuropeptides, as they say, dopamine or serotonin. The serotonin gives a sense of peace, and the dopamine gives a sense of joy. This is what we want. It happens automatically when you meditate and the nervous system cools down. So from whichever angle you look, meditation is an important practice in life. Please. So don't think you are wasting your time. You are investing your time very intelligently. You are investing. And so with this introduction, and I'll give you another few, maybe up to October 18th. The last meditation will be on October 18th. The last Gita talk will be on October 17th. So by the time you would have developed a personalized practice of meditation. From all this which I am presenting to you, you develop a personalized practice of meditation where you feel comfortable and you can continue with that. With these few words, let us close our eyes Let us close our eyes and focus our attention. We have created a meditative space, virtual meditative space, which enhances the depth and quality of your meditation. Meditation means doing nothing. And when you do nothing, you experience an explosion of inner light and energy and joy. You explode, your inner spirit explodes when you are left alone. That inner spirit explodes as an experience of health, love and happiness. Please listen these three key words. They are not just words. They are experience. So as you are left alone, meaning you are not doing anything, you are simply sitting with your eyes closed and your attention is between the eyebrows and you are watching your breath. When you sit in that posture, you experience the inner explosion. Your inner spirit explodes, unravels, blooms like a geyser. But don't expect that, because when you expect, you get frustrated. So you are sitting, doing nothing, expecting nothing. You are sitting, doing nothing, expecting nothing. It is then God blooms in your heart. God is happiness, love and health. So your attention is between the eyebrows. While you are sitting in this posture, you are not doing any pranayama, you are not chanting any mantras. You are simply watching your breath between your eyebrows, the point of the third eye. And the various noises that you hear do not disturb you. They are just sensations, sound vibrations, or maybe the light that falls on your face. These are all harmless sensations. So you are not doing anything, you are not chanting a mantra, you are not doing pranayama. You are letting it happen. Some of you may feel you are falling into a bottomless cylinder. Some of you may feel all the walls have been broken down and the expansion of space. Some of you may feel blue light. And when you sit in this posture, doing nothing, not chanting a mantra or doing pranayama, without even any expectation, simply watching the breath and following its lead. You can feel your heartbeat or the swell and the fall of the stomach walls, or the sweat on the back of your neck. But ignore all that. This is how you seduce the spirit. You invoke the spirit, the unfathomable spirit, immeasurable spirit, in terms of health, happiness, and love. And the experience of this health, happiness, and love will be in terms of pure light or space or deepened breath. Because all your experiences will have certain known reference. So you may feel that you are falling into a bottomless depth, bottomless abyss. Or expanding the circle, the circumference, the circle of your existence. Or your breath becomes so deep. It is in this state your unconscious opens up. Your vasanas, which are blocking your ascent to the higher, or which is blocking the manifestation of the Spirit. Please understand, the Spirit is nothing but health, happiness and love. God is nothing but Spirit, happiness and love. Love is borderless, happiness is borderless, health is a feeling of lightness. You feel very light. For a healthy person, the body doesn't exist. Meaning the body becomes so light as a feather, as bright as a flower. So you are doing nothing, you are thinking nothing, you are feeling nothing. Then you suddenly find there are no negativities in you. You are free from the limiting negative thoughts and emotions. They were simply ghosts. So to clean up your unconscious, you are not trying to repress your anger or lust, greed and jealousy and fear. You are only sitting, doing nothing, not chanting mantras or doing pranayama. And you see the absence of these negative emotions. So seeing the absence of these negative emotions is cleaning up the basement of your mind. And as the floodgates of the Spirit opens up, these negativities simply disappear. Like the mist disappears when the sun rises up. So you are doing nothing, you are thinking nothing, you expect nothing. You feel nothing. Other than the vast space, borderless space, other than a vast depth, bottomless depth, other than a vast height, topless height. When you give up your little self, the constricted miserable little self. First by surrendering to the universe, then by letting it happen. So your attention is between the eyebrows. You are doing nothing. No pranayama, no kumbhaka, no bhakya kumbhaka, not retaining the breath. Not even making an effort to sit quiet. You have given up all efforts. Metaphorically, you are letting God to embrace you and to smother you in the love of the divine. Like even a baby in the lap of the mother. Or like a butterfly landing on a flower, or a river reaching the ocean, or a beloved in the lover's embrace. You are doing nothing, thinking nothing. Though everything is happening, everything falls in place. You see the tremendous beauty. There is no effort to sit even. It is all effortless. So your attention is between the eyebrows. You're watching your breath. And eyes are gently closed. There is no effort to close the eyes. Like even you fall into deep sleep, the eyes effortlessly close. Like even a flower blooming, effortlessly you sit. So clean up your unconscious or organize your vasanas or demolish your negativities is to see their absence. They are only a fiction. They are not real. They are only ghosts, phantoms. You have been struggling with that, those negativities so far, but they are phantoms. The more you fight with them, the more reality to give to them. Your anger, your jealousy, your lust, they have no space in this meditative. They have no place in this meditative space. They don't exist. When you look at the fear doesn't exist. So you are doing nothing, thinking nothing, feeling nothing, expecting nothing. In that space of nothingness, everything flows positive. Everything flows in terms of health and happiness and love and peace. You're no more in pieces, but you enjoy real peace. Your eyes are gently, effortlessly closed. You're comfortable in your posture. You're watching the breath and feeling the whole universe integrally. As a wave in your consciousness. After a long effort, you give up all the efforts, all the expectation. And letting the whole truth burst into your awareness, consciousness. You are not thinking anything, feeling anything, doing anything, recognizing anything, imagining anything. When none of these efforts are being made, and you remain alert, wakeful, that is when the magic and the miracle happens. Having experienced this profound burst of energy in you, immeasurable energy, having understood what it is all about, that you don't have to fight the negativities. There's ghosts in the unconscious we were talking about. They are not there. having understood that, now the meditator takes a deep breath. So breathe deeply and breathe out slowly so that you can integrate everything. You can assimilate this profound experience. Breathe deeply and pause for a while. Then breathe out, all effortlessly. Take a long deep breath, hold it for a while, and then breathe out slowly. After breathing out, pause for a while before you breathe in. Do this breathing exercise at least half a dozen times. All effortlessly. You don't feel the effort. Though you are doing this practice, it is effortless. After breathing out, pause. Then breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. Pause. When you breathe in, mentally say so. When you breathe out, hum. Mentally, breathe in, so, hum. So mentally saying so, hum, so, hum. So slowly you bring back activity, and that activity doesn't break the silence, or the effort doesn't break your effortlessness or affect your effortlessness. You're effortlessly making effort. Please see that. You're effortlessly making effort. So you will say mentally, so as you breathe in, then pause, and then hum as you breathe out. And breathe into the nostril, breathe out through the nostril, not through the mouth. So hum mentally, and breathe through the nostril, breathe out through the nostril. Now relax. Now relax. So when you expect nothing, all your expectations are fulfilled. When you expect something, you get frustrated. To sit on meditation, there is no expectation. So that all your expectations are fulfilled. That is the miracle that you experience. Now you reverse the song. As you breathe into the nostril, say hum mentally. And you breathe out, say so. So breathe through the nostril, mentally saying hum. Breathe out through the nostril, mentally saying so. Hum, sa, hum, sa, hum, sa, mentally. So breathe in hum and breathe out sa through the nostril. Hum, sa, hum, sa. Do it half a dozen times. After breathing in, pause and then breathe out through the nostril. Mentally saying hum, sa. Now relax. So thus you are cleansed your unconscious, the basement of the mind, by letting the spirit awaken. And in that light of the spirit, you see no negativity in you. You are fearless. And when you are fearless, all other broods of these negativities will disappear. Like lust and greed and violence and anger. The eyes are gently closed. You are sitting absolutely quiet. There are no thought agitations in the mind. Your inside is full of light. And you see everywhere undulating flood of light. The truth is, everything is light. So thus you see, activity and meditation are not two separate pursuits. Your nervous system is cooled down, your mind is calm, your body is still, your breath is deep. And you experience a heightened state of well-being. Now we chant Om. Ah, O, Ma. Take a long deep breath. Now the reverse order. Take a long deep breath. Now just the primeval sound. Take a long deep breath. Now take a long deep breath and chant Ooh. Just that syllable, Ooh. So brings peace at the physical level and Ooh, the psychic level. Peace. Take a long deep breath. So the Ah hits the prefrontal cortex. Oh, the limbic system. And now the Ma, it impacts on the brain stem. You can feel that. So take a long deep breath. Then roll the hair inside with your mouth closed. Take a long deep breath and fold the tongue backward. And then say, Ma. Now relax. And remain in that space of silence, enjoying your being. Enjoying your health. Enjoying your being as a lovable and loved and loving person. You're loved, you're lovable, and you are loving. You have enough resources to love the whole world. You share your being with the whole world. You brighten up the whole world with your inner light. Be a light unto yourself. Be a light unto yourself. Now let us chant Om 3 times loudly. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace be, peace be, peace be. May all become healthy. May all be happy. May we all function in a space of love and mutual respect. May we all flourish in our own unique ways, so that there are million flowers blooming in the garden of God. Let us move from darkness to light, from death to immortality, and from fear to fearlessness. Hari Om, Hari Om. Please open your eyes. Hari Om, Namaste. Next time, our meditation will be Kundalini, another type of meditation. So let's see how is that experience of Kundalini meditation. It may take 2-3 sessions, and that is how we continue this meditation. Thank you once again. Best wishes for the whole week. See you next Saturday and Sunday.